welcome to week 3 of the Elestriad, where Jade Johnny, representing Zeus and the Thunder Pantheon, is throwing down against Magnitude, representing Poseidon and the Water Pantheon. Johnny's gotten off to an okay start so far, going 1-1 with his Thunder deck, and Magnitude is 0-2 after some rough losses, not quite getting the draws he wanted. He's been searching through those packs, trying to find the cards he needs, but he hasn't quite gotten there just yet. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and let me know who you guys want to win this clash in the comments section below. Things are starting to get really spicy, so without further ado, let's take a look at what these casters are going to be opening and adding to their card pools for this week. Oh, and if you haven't done so yet, make sure you guys pre-order Shattered Stars. You can pick up some starter decks over at shopelestrals.com. Do it before they're gone.
Yo, what is up, it's your boy Jade Johnny. Hi, I'm back in here. Let's do this. We won last week. It was really brutal, but this week we're playing against Steve. Steve has only gone into a couple booster packs and his starter deck. So I think that we're perfectly fine to take this week to try to pull an Altar of the Stars from our booster packs.
Internet, good morning. My name is Magnitude, and I'm here with my card opening or deck replenishing, or whatever you want to call it, for the Elestriad. And I have been getting a lot of opinions. It's not that many opinions. We're going to exaggerate for, storytelling effect. I have been getting just so many opinions on what I should open and why it should not be 6 packs. So I'm going to open 6 more packs today because I refuse to let the cardboard gods defeat me. Because so far, it's been middling to bad as far as my polls go in relation to the deck that I have. So you gotta think at some point, like, sure, I could open a starter deck and know exactly what I'm going to get. But let's open some randomness. Let's just let the fates decide, because I've only done that for 2 weeks in a row and it has not helped me. So of course, the 3rd week in a row, that's the charm, right?
We have a handy dandy little booster box here, and you know what? I think that we're going to be looking very specifically for all the packs that have Infrix on it, because I don't like Infrix. And actually, hold on, we have a Pantera pack right here, so I think we add that Pantera pack there, so we'll have 5 Infrix and a Pantera pack. That's the play. 5 Infrix packs and a Pantera pack. So let's go ahead and see if we can't get something good from this. Okay, we're gonna save the Pantera pack for last because I feel like that's gonna be the magic. But yeah, so we ended up beating Powder last week, and this week we're going against Steve. Steve is playing Water, and he's only gone into booster packs. So I think we're perfectly fine to, here to take a week and try to open some packs, in the event that hopefully we're able to deal with Steve's Water packs. So we got Drops of Leith, Golden Apple of Discord, Charon's Opal, Helios Chariot Ride, Drataya, Eruption, Trident of Poseidon, Tsunami. This is actually great, and we got a Stratamoth foil. Ooh.
So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and we'll start opening these bad boys. And again, guys, I don't really know the card trick for the pack trick. I think I know. I think I say this every single video. I think I know what the trick is. But then I always overcomplicate it, or I overthink it with myself, and I end up never doing the right one. So I just say F it, So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and open these bad boys. We have Tadpuff. I'm also going to try to keep them, I'm going to try to keep them in, organized well. Tadpuff. We have Ampup. We have Elichick. We have Jolton. We have Nimbug. We have Spynymph. Sakurasaur. Barabog. I have one of these already with Majesty. I have one of these. And, of course, I have one of these as well, so that's not very helpful.
We got Earth Scout, Atlantis, Crackit, Sluggle, Typhlant. We got our 3rd Sparkit. So, if you guys saw what we did against Powder, you know that Sparkit's very powerful. And thankfully, we do have a Sparkit. So, we got Signetric. And we got our 3rd Astrabbit at the same time as Sparkit, so we no longer need to go into the Thunder deck again. Oh, that saves us some time. And we got Latagon. So, I think that was actually really great. Those pulls right there were just really great. Now all we're missing is a Tsunami and Altar, and we'll never have to open another booster pack for the rest of this tournament. So, let's hope that we can get it.
Let's keep going, guys. We have Typhlant. Have one of those guys. Smoltuga got rid of you after week 1. Veritaqua, I'm actually very glad I have this guy because I want to use one of these. Tadpuff, okay. Ampup, Titanostalk, Blazerus, Waspire, and an Altar of Stars. Ooh, this actually... Yeah, let's go ahead and okay, and a Zaptor. Very happy with the Zaptor. I'm actually kind of more excited for the Zaptor than I am with the Altar of Stars.
We got Volcanic Forge, Crackid, Sluggle, Typhlint, Smoltuga, Boombat, Lycavolt, Hammer, Majesty Nonfoil, and a Leviathan.
We have P-Gust, Sorlet, Foloy Forest, Volcanic Forge, the Old Atlantis, Lycavolt, Sparkit, Signetric, Spinosect, and a Vipyro. I'm gonna keep Spinosect up there just because it's hollow. I'm penning sleep anyway. You know what? It's out of the frame. I'm disrespecting you. I'm sorry. It's not totally out of the frame now. I mean, you know what it is, so it's good enough, right?
Altar of Stars is an incredible card, but Magnitude continues to struggle to get what he's looking for. Let's check in on Johnny and see if he's pulling anything spicy.
We're 3 packs in, 3 to go, and we still have that Pantera one on the bottom, so that's gonna be something. Alright, we got Island of Aeolia, Drops of Leaf, Golden Apple of Discord, Charon's Obel, Helios Chariot Ride, that actually rounds out our playsets of Helios, Boombat, Lycavolt, Griffuse, Yo! Oh my god, there's no shot! Oh my god, I'm gonna cry! There is literally no reason for us to ever go back into the Thunder deck. Oh my god! For those of you who don't know, Zeus was actually my hope. I hope that I got Full Art Zeus, because I actually have 2 Full Art Zeus. This actually rounds out my playsets of Full Art Zeus outside of the Illustriad. So I'm like, oh my god, my heart is beating.
Let's go ahead and open pack number 4. We have Drops of Lathe, Golden Apple of Discord, Charon's Obel, Helios Chariot Ride, Smoltuga, Tornado, maybe I want to throw, I don't know, Necklace of Harmonia, I don't think I have one of these yet, Shield of Achilles, big fan of that guy, Imperial, good thing and Vipyro. So right now with the Imperial, I have, if I wanted to use Imperial, I have a total of 2 Thunder Spirits, so I couldn't even use it if I wanted to.
Okay, Smoltuga, Verte, Ampup, Elichick. Okay, so we actually only need 1 more Elichick, Quackle, Arrowmare, Saracoon, Chrysor, Tectoros, and 2 Vipyro. I can't, man.
Let's go ahead and open pack number 5. Okay, that's just, guys, that's embarrassing. I'm a human being. I've lived my entire life with these 2 hands, and I just cannot seem to get them to work. Gosh. Okay, here we go. Elichick, Quackle, Typhlant, Smoltuga, another Veritaqua, cool, big fan, Saracoon, Chrysor, Carrion, Fowlicane, and another Leviathan. Oh boy.
And now we're on to our last pack. It's going to be Pantera, Clovey, Nekruff, Urscout, Ursmog, Urseer, Kinleo, Cinder, Globby, Majursa, into a Leviathan. Honestly, I'm not mad about our pulls today, so I feel it's best to go ahead and go for our pulls. So one of the things we're most excited about is our Zeus, our Sparkit, and our Astrabbit. This rounds out all our playsets for Thunder outside of Elichick, which we can go into Wind if we end up wanting to do that. So having access to these 3 is going to enable us to have a lot more consistency with our strategy, and we also round out my playset of Full Art Zeus outside of the Illustriad. Again, I am so happy. Next, we did get a second copy of Elichick, so this is going to allow us to ensure that we're able to more consistently see our Zeus, and this will enable us to have much more consistency alongside our combo. Next up, we did get 2 Helios Chariot Ride. I don't see us playing this for long if we do end up playing it at all, but it is great for filler for our counter rooms, so I think that in itself is amazing. Next up, we have 2 Smoltuga. Smoltuga allowing us to go into 5 guys a lot more easily. I don't think it's necessary. I don't think we're going to end up going into 5 guys at any time, but if we do, we now have the ability to do it easier. Then we do have Tsunami. Tsunami is a very powerful counter rune that can effectively stop turns. For this week, it's not going to matter much because we are playing against Steve, who so far has only gotten water and booster packs. So, and then we do have Griffuse for the Voltempest option if we ever want to stoop that low, but let's try to avoid that. So, that being said, I think that we're good to go ahead and jump into deck construction now.
Johnny with a huge hit, getting full art Zeus, rounding out his playset of Zeus, and getting some style points while he does it. It's time for Magnitude's last pack magic. Will he finally get something usable?
I don't think there's a couple cards that I'm a fan of in here, but another massive swings and misses so far. Let's hope I can rectify that with the final pack. It's got to be something helpful. Quackle. There's no Thunder Spirit in here. Gonna lose it. Jolton. Nimbug. P-Gust. Sorlet. Waspire. Kinleo. Cinder. Exalterity ruined it, and I like the rest. So, well, I once again took a leap of faith, opened up 6 packs when I could have opened up a much safer starter deck. Decided the fates are going to reward me, and they. I mean, I got some stuff that I want to use, so I'm not too disappointed. Probably Shield of Achilles is something that's going to maybe just be in any deck going forward. Another one of those. Veritaqua with Tsunami was nice. But I mean, Altar of Stars probably, but maybe that depends on the. Anyway, guys, listen. Week 3, we're on the precipice of a win. Like week 2, we were getting there. We got Majesty some screen time. Big fan of that. But we didn't end up with the W, which is disappointing. But we're gonna try to do that in week 3 with these pulls. These are the guys that we're working with. And as is tradition, I'm just going to end this video absolutely and completely abruptly with no trailing off or anything like that.
All right, the pack openings are over, but now it's time for us to take a look at their deck profiles. Let's see what Jay Johnny is bringing to take on the Tides of Magnitude this week.
Hi, and we're back into the deck profile. What's up? So let's go ahead and get this started. We're playing against Steve today, or tomorrow, I guess, when you guys see this. He's playing Mono Water, so we're gonna take it a little bit easy on him, right? So, as you guys saw against Powder, my main strategy is gonna be to just tell him he can't play the game with Sparkit. So we're gonna hope to open one of our 3 Sparkits, and to help us see Zeus, we're gonna be playing 2 Elechik and 3 Astrapid. Astrapid also loops nicely with Sparkit, so that we're able to consistently draw cards or get cards to our hands. And then we have 2 Toxeon, which is going to enable the fact that we can consistently burn our opponent if we ever get down to where like we just kind of can't attack over his thing because water has big defense. But this will also ensure that we're able to keep his spirits down, because knowing him, he's still going to be playing his 3 Sluggles. So then we're going to be playing 3 Jolton. This will allow us to search out our Mount Olympus, so that we're easily able to get rid of his rune, his Stadium rune, without using rune removal. Then we have 3 Veritaqua. 3 Veritaqua is going to enable us to destroy his low defense Celestials, to destroy his high defense Celestials, with a 1-cost body that also cannot be Tsunami. So he's going to have to use the Shield of Achilles if he wants to get rid of these. Then we have 3 Nekruff, which is going to ensure the fact that we're able to apply pressure. Granted, most cards in his deck are going to be able to wall off Nekruff pretty easily, but this is going to ensure that if he doesn't have the ability to get Boisterous any higher than it already is, if he plays the Sluggle, that we have some offensive pressure we can apply to that. Then we have 3 Ambrosia. We just want to make sure that we're able to sustain past a certain point. I'm expecting him to play Eruption in his deck, and if he does, then Ambrosia is going to enable us to make sure that we stay above the Surprise Eruption range. Then we're playing 3 Nectar of the Gods. This is kind of just a consistency piece. We want to see the Sparkit, we want to see the Zeus, we want to make sure that we're playing, that we're shredding a card from his hand and getting a look at that hand first turn. So then we're playing 3 Earthquake. Anything that he does play that we can't out by battle, we can destroy with Earthquake. So let's face it, he's going to be playing Majesty again. He wants to win with that Majesty, so we're not going to let him. We can lose this game, but we're not losing the Majesty. Then we have 2 Thunderstorm. This is going to allow us to destroy our opponent's runes. The most specific things I'm worried about are his face down, so his Shield of Achilles. He also did just pull an Altar of the Stars as well, so getting rid of those before the battle phase is really very, very detrimental to our ability to win this game. Then we have 2 Shield of Achilles, because Shield of Achilles, there's a reason I'm worried about him playing it, and that's because it's just that good. We have 2 Gorgon's Gaze. It's going to enable us to make sure that his Smoltuga can't search. If he is playing a search for a Smoltuga, we can destroy his Galaxia during the battle step, so that he's basically just destroys his own Celestial. This is honestly just a really clincher card, and he does not have access to it because he has not gone into fire yet. So next up, we're playing 3 Zeus, because we do have access to 3 Zeus with this beautiful full arts.
You, my friend. I think it's Daniel Reyes, right? No, it's Dennis. I can't read the last name in this lighting, but Dennis, my guy. Great work, by the way. Again, third full art Zeus. Then we have 2 Mount Olympus. This is probably the card that's going to make or break the game. If he gets an Atlantos on board, we're not outing his Celestials. So we want to make sure that we see this Mount Olympus. Unfortunately, we only have the slots. We only have the 2 copies, but this is going to be a real cincher in the game. And then the last card, the Pistis Runs. I know Steve. Steve wants to play Poseidon. Steve's going to draw Poseidon. He's going to want to play Poseidon. And this, there's a reason I'm not playing Poseidon. He's going to do it for me. I'm going to make sure that he's not able to play those counter runes that I'm oh so worried about, while also buffing my own Alestrals off of his card. This is honestly, if this works the way that I expect it to work, I would not be surprised if this was seen as BM, but if it doesn't, then at the very least, I did something funny, you know? Like, it gives it to +2 attack buff to a Spark It to make it have 6 attack, or it gives a +2 attack to Necruff to make it have 7 attack. I mean, at the very worst, it's an attack buff. At the very best, Steve locks himself out of the game, and that's something I want more than anything. I'm not gonna lie to you, because if I could somehow make Steve lock himself out of the game off of a predict play, oof, it's gonna feel so good. Then we have the Spirit deck. We're playing, I believe it's 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Zaptors. We didn't really have many slots left for this, considering we had to divide our Spirit deck so much. We're playing 2 Necruff. We're playing 2 Vipiro for our Necruff. This is going to ensure the fact that we are also dodging eruptions as well. Then we're playing 4 Terratlas. Like I said, in week 1, Coder caught us with Coder caught us lacking, and we're never going to be caught lacking again. We now have the ability to make sure that we're playing 2 Earthquakes at any given point in time of the game. Then we're playing the 4 Water Spirits. This is going to allow us to turn our Astravet into a 5 attack beater. If he plays a Galaxia, it'll allow us to dodge tsunamis with cards like Necruff or Jolton. It will allow us to essentially, and it'll also allow us to still play our Trident using 2 Spirits. So that's kind of where the game process is. The gameplay idea is to get the Trident of Poseidon on the board and make him understand why they call me the GOAT. That's the goal here, is I want Steve to understand why they call me the GOAT. That being said, this has been the deck profile. Thank you guys for supporting the Illustriad, and we hope to see you in the match video tomorrow.
I have a feeling that J. Johnny's Veritaqua are gonna come in clutch this week. Magnitude has some pretty interesting options though, like his 3 Shield of Achilles and his Tsunamis. So let's see what kind of strategy Magnitude and his water deck are bringing for week 3.
Internet, good morning. My name is Magnitude, and I'm here with my week 3 deck builder and third week of gratuitous hand motions to make up for the fact that I don't have a face cam. So, that aside, I mean, if you've been here long enough, you know this is what I'm about, this is what I'm doing, and you kind of lost all rights to really say anything. There's a lot of things. This is not my deck. These are just the changes that are being made, because things are not working, guys. Things are not working the way that I really hope they are. I feel like I don't know. I think the deck is just falling flat on itself, so I need to kind of make some changes. Even things that might seem, I don't know, a little unorthodox. But I do need to make changes because things are just not working. So let's talk about what I'm removing, why I'm removing them, what I'm adding, why I'm adding them. We'll start from left to right. First thing I'm removing are both Oystresses. I just have never had enough water spirits on the field to make its effect really kind of useful at all. And, with the prominence of Sorlet out there, or just the fact that, that's why it obviously then could have been put into attack position. But I just have never been able to utilize it. In theory, I like the idea of it kind of being a wall, a blocker, in case I need to kind of kill time for other stuff. But it just is not. It is not. The situations are never becoming advantageous for me where I can have an Oistress out there that's going to do anything. So I'm just axing both the Oistress. It was I mean, obviously I can say it was a good idea in theory, but I think any idea that has any sort of rationale by the person giving the idea is a quote-unquote good idea in theory, but I digress. 2 of my 3 galaxies are being removed because I'm kind of going more towards a blend of a deck as opposed to just a water deck. Crackhead, it didn't come into play at all last week. I thought it was as a safety net. The same thing with Zephrog, though. If you kind of look at the cards I'm adding, you can kind of see maybe what I'm trying to do instead of Zephrog. Getting rid of one foamy for getting rid of one foamy for the same reason that I'm getting rid of 2 galaxy. I'm kind of going to a more blend of deck, and that slot could be better used elsewhere. My station. I just, again, with the blend of a deck, I feel like it's got, I got enough. I got 2 of those things enough. I can use that slot elsewhere. Carrion never came into play, and Arrowmare, I'm kind of replacing Arrowmare with more of a string of things as opposed to it just kind of being a 5-drop blocker. I can, I think I'm trying to play too much defense because I don't have enough offense, and I think because of that, I'm just never able to get really going because if I have defense, that means this is gonna English language. It means I don't have offense, obviously, but it means it allows the defense opportunity to set offense up. So I have to kind of replace that with, some more techs, I guess. Dropping 4 Leviathan for a Zapdos and 3 Lycanroc. So that's gonna give me 2 total Zapdos, but I'm adding 2 Thunder type cards. I'm adding Boombat. I'm adding Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm is like a Boombat is just like an emergency, need a drop. 1 drop, just kind of kill something, get rid of it. And Thunderstorm, I have cards. I still have pulled 1 Ambrosia, but I have where I can, if I even use Boombat, I can even Ambrosia those back to get Thunderstorm. But Thunderstorm, if I need to, if there's just a face down rune I want to try to get rid of, maybe in a pinch that I don't, it's like Thunderstorm is too valuable to have, and I finally have 2 Thunder Spirits now, so I can make use of those. Alter Stars. You know what? Let's go ahead and I want to replace. I want to talk about these separately. I'm going left to right, so I want to talk about these separately. Chrysor. Zephrog was supposed to be a direct attacker, but I feel like Chrysor is going to be a more effective direct attacker because I can direct attack instead of discarding cards. I can get back some resources which I can use to do things with P-Gust and Sorled, or utilize some more of my generic runes that I'm adding 1 more, maybe another Shield of Achilles. So, I mean, there's some things that I'm hoping, Chrysor I can attack directly, get some Nexusing involved to give it more spirits and hit it, swing for like a 6 or something, I mean, that's the idea, right? That'd be very nice if I could do that. But, Bag of Winds, I'm hoping to maybe, just, remember what happened last week with Majesty where I got Shield of Achilles? Yeah, I would like to just want to protect it from being targeted by runes. I had a much more specific idea in mind. For some reason, now in the moment, I'm just drawing an absolute blank of what I had in mind. But it's really what it's for, is to just make it so it can't be targeted by opponent's runes. Again, I'm just drawing a blank. I don't know why. I don't know why. I had something. I don't know. Maybe my subconscious is like, see, this is a stupid idea. What are you doing? In my conscious, whatever not the subconscious is. Maybe I have 2 subconsciouses that are just going back and forth with each other. And because I have 2 subconsciouses, subconsci? No, that wouldn't make any sense. Subconsciouses. That just sounds weird also. Both sound weird. Maybe they're both just internally fighting and causing this really dumb kind of tangent to exist. So, Shield of Achilles, for obvious reasons. The more I can bounce back, kind of beefy Elestrals, the happier I'll be. 2 P-Gust. I'm trying to destroy runes. Can you tell? I'm trying to destroy runes here. I don't want what happened to Majesty to happen again. So I'm just going to be targeting these face down garbage if he's got any. Alter Stars, again, so maybe Nexus onto Chrysor. Maybe I could even Nexus onto Boombat, so Boombat can survive possibly its effect. And then Sorlet's a 5-drop attacker to go with my 5-drop defender that I have Last Rabbit in there. And I can maybe even change the position of Elestrals. I really thought I added, there was something else I thought I added, but maybe I'm wrong here. Yes, this is what I got. I knew I missed something. I wanted to add a Veritaqua. Let's see. So I'm gonna make sure the count's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 10. See, we did it right there. Adding Veritaqua. So adding Veritaqua, because if I can maybe change some positions with Sorlet, or possibly some, one of my tsunamis, I can just knock something out here. It's off camera. Knock something out with Veritaqua. So that is the final. That all adds up. So that is the change of the deck that I'm making. So I'm changing. Let's see, 10 out of 4. It's 25% of the deck that I'm changing, I guess. And then of the spirits, I'm changing 4 out of 20, which is just 20% of the cards. So, sweeping changes this week, hoping I can really energize my gameplay, and hoping I don't continue to embarrass myself. And as always, I'll be ending this video abruptly without any sort of trail off or goodbye to give you an indication the video is going to be ending with any sort of cohesion.
It seems like Magnitude's going to be relying on both water and wind this week, bringing Sorlids and Bag of Winds, Cryzor, Aeromares, and even Carrion. But Jay Johnny's sticking to his Thunder strategy with those Veritaquas splashed in. Those could prove to be incredibly useful in this clash. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the clash tomorrow, and make sure you guys like and subscribe for more. I'll see you then.